Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna do something we ain't done in quite a while now. We're gonna start off with a cold start. See what old Shake and Bake's got for us today. Idea why she sounds so angry. Shake and Bake is so angry, but we're gonna get on with the video. Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be a good one. I hope you guys are going to like this one, because it's going to give you a little bit of the prices that I paid for things to get Shake and Bake where she's at today. But I'm going to give you my perfect, this is my opinion, my perfect 5.7 build. And this build, guaranteed, will get you running with Hellcats, at least on the strip. Maybe not in a roll race or on the street, but definitely at the strip, it's going to give you a chance. So, yeah, trying to navigate here a little bit. So I'm gonna go slow, leave the windows down, go through the community, a couple different communities here. But I just wanted to take a break from showing you all the races and give you what I think would be my perfect 5.7 setup. And I'm not gonna go too deep. I'm gonna do it this way. So I'm gonna do my thoughts of a kitty killer, and then I'll sprinkle in the bolt-ons that I think you should also get with that. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. I went out and I looked at 2021 RTs, roughly base model. And this is with no incentives, no cash back, no power dollars, none of that. This is straight like MSRP. So if you can get a better deal on your 5.7, which I'm telling you, you can, there's no doubt about you can, and you can get more options for roughly the same price that I'm using. But I'm gonna start off with just a basic RT, and they're roughly right around $35,000. So 35 to 1,000 is where we're starting. Okay, but like I said, there's no doubt in my mind you can get a better deal on a base 5.7. You don't need any of the niceties, because we're gonna add all that stuff. Okay, so $35,000 for the car. I'm gonna stick with the Pro Charger just because I love the Pro Charger. I've ridden in, Whipple based cars and positive displacement based cars. Don't get me wrong, I like them as well, and they produce great results, great power. You can go with whatever go with whatever supercharger you want. My example, I'm using a Pro Charger. And to get the Pro Charger, all the upgrades, the fuel package, along with injectors, you're really talking right around $8,000. Okay, So 35 for the car, 8 for the Pro Charger. And that's the D1X with the race intercooler, the race blow-off valve, like I said, the upgrades. So now we're talking we're already in the 43 range, which we're getting up there into the Scat Pack stuff. The second piece to the Pro Charger is getting the forged internals. Now, depending on how far you go with the forged internals, you could go as simple as drop-in pistons, and you're looking at 1,500 to 2,000, depending on which route you go. We'll even go the high end. We'll say 2,000. In my numbers that I did just a few minutes ago, I added a forged 5.7 crank as well. Literally an entirely forged bottom end. And that's about $3,500. So we're in that 45, 46 range now. So we're looking at a base Scat Pack, give or take. Okay? And then we're talking the torque converter. And I'm talking track-wise. Again, I'm talking track-wise. So now I'm talking the torque converter. That's another probably $1,200 for a good torque converter. That's what I used in my numbers. So tune, whether it be an email tune, dyno tune, PCM and TCM, I budgeted right around $1,000 for that. So, you know, depending on who you go with, you could get your tuning done a little cheaper, could be a little more expensive, but I just, a rough guesstimate, $1,000, give or take. And that's just getting you probably a base 93 tune. Okay? So now we had the torque converter. We're in what? Where was I? 46, 47-ish, somewhere around in there. And then you got to get your track pack. So talking skinnies in the front with tires, 17 inches in the rear with tires. I budgeted roughly around $3,000 for that. So now we're talking right at $51,700. Got it. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. And there are probably a few more things that can really help you at the track, specifically suspension-wise. So that's going to be the add-ons. I didn't really do a price breakdown of the add-ons, but we'll throw them out here in a minute. So with everything I just said, we're looking at $51,700. I looked up a Scat Pack, base Scat Pack, nothing special, no additions, no nothing. Just a base, flat out 1320 version of a Scat Pack. And they are roughly $45,000, $46,000 base. So if you go and you talk about, you won't need the torque converter, so you go Pro Chargers, 8,000. So now you're at 53. Tuning, now you're talking about 54. And your track pack, now you're talking 57, 58. Okay? So comparatively speaking, taking a Scat Pack 1320 and doing some of the same things, you don't need a torque converter because they have one. You don't need forged internals, I don't think. But yeah, you're roughly in the 43. And if you do go forged internals, then you're talking another 1,500 to 3,500, depending. Well, you don't need a forged crank for them because they are forged. So another $1,500, $1,600 on top of that. So now you're looking in the 60 range. So now you're getting a 1320 with the same modifications as a 5.7, and you're starting to get into Hellcat territory. Where with a 5.7, with those modifications, you're already in Hellcat territory. Because you got the forged internals, you're turning up the boost. I'm running, 7.8 right now, and I'm roughly, at that Scat Pack range, or I'm sorry, Hellcat range. So, the proof's in the pudding. You guys can look up these numbers as well. This is just my thoughts on how to get a 5.7 on the track running with Hellcats. So like I said, you could do the Scat Pack. You're gonna pay a little bit more to get there, or you go 5.7 and you can get there for roughly, by the time I add these other ones on, we're talking maybe 53,000, right? And that's worst case scenario buying the car at MSRP. So roughly 53,000. So the other things I would add are all suspension related. So upper lower control arms, upper trailing arms, cradle lockout. I would do some suspension stuff to the front as well, the upper control arms. So with all of the suspension stuff, you're looking at it, and that's not even talking shocks. You're talking roughly another $1,300, right? So we're talking 53,000. And even if you throw another 1,000 into shocks, you're at 54,000. Way less than a Hellcat. And with those suspension upgrades, guaranteed you'll be smacking around Hellcats at the track, no doubt. Because like I said, you can be running up to 15 pounds of boost, and you can keep the stock manifold. There's nothing wrong with that, with the 5.7 stock manifold. You know, if you want to go get it ported, hey, go get it ported, right? Another couple $100. Or if you do want to go with the, you know, a 6.4 intake, which I do recommend, get it ported. You know, by the time you get the 6.4 manifold and everything you need to run it, you're roughly another $700-800, right? Still way under Scat Pack money, or I'm sorry, Hellcat money. So that's just my views on my perfect setup for a 5.7, and really I'm almost there, to be honest. So I've got everything but the shocks and the suspension. I got the short block being built now. I got to get the forged internals to add to that. So I'm almost at what I really want to do with the 5.7. So that's my thoughts. I welcome to hear your thoughts down below. And this is new cars. This is not talking, you know, a used Hellcat or a used Scat Pack or a used 5.7, right? If you go like a slightly used 5.7, you could get that mega cheap, right? You could really go and do it on the cheap. But yeah, that's my thoughts. And like I said, at the track, no doubt, spanking Scat or Hellcats. I keep saying Scat Packs for some reason. Scat Packs aren't even in the equation. Literally, you throw a Pro Charger on a 5.7, you're past a Scat Pack. That's just the way it is, folks. So I mean, if you just want Scat Pack type power, get a 5.7, get a Pro Charger, 43K, you're roughly in that Scat Pack, but you're getting more power than a Scat Pack. Pro Charger 5.7, 7 pounds of boost, stock, nothing else, you're looking at 5 and some change to the wheels. So, you know, everyone looks down onto the 5.7s, and you know, there are people out there a lot faster than me running 5.7s. They're just not on YouTube. But there are people out there with some pretty beefy 5.7s. We're talking into, you know, the 1,000 wheel horsepower 5.7s. So the 5.7 platform is no joke, and it's easy to build from. Now, yes, those were all parts prices, not installation. So you're gonna have to do some of the installation yourself if you want to keep the price down, or find someone that'll do it relatively cheap for you. Oh, the one thing I did forget is a cam. So yeah, cam, another $600-700. Now we're in, you know, the high 50s, 59, high 58, low 59. But for me, it's about building the car. You guys know this. I've talked about it 100 times on the channel. For me, it's about building a car, not buying a car. So, you know, you buy a 5.7, leave the stickers on the side of the car, do all these mods, and line up against a Hellcat. And have fun with it. And say, yeah, this is my car. This isn't a bought car. I just didn't go, you know, go to the dealership, buy a Hellcat, throw a pulley on it. I did a lot of work to it, and this is my car. And you know, I'm running with forged internals. You could be running mid-10s, low 10s, easy. But you know, that's just me. So that's my thoughts on what the perfect 5.7 is going to look like. Actually, Shake and Bake is going to soon get pretty close to looking like that. So that's just my thoughts. So we're going to wrap it up for this one, folks. I really appreciate y'all taking y'all time to watch the videos. All you subscribers out there, we're up over 3,300 now, I think. Hey, I really want to try and make that 5,000 by July. We're only a few months away, but I need you guys' help. Get out there, get the word out. You know, get your friends' friends, your friends' friends' friends, your extended family. Hey, get the news out to everybody. You know, I just from the comments, I see a lot of people. I try and be as honest and upfront as possible. I don't try and pull no punches. Like I said, if I lose, you're gonna see it. If I win, you're gonna see it. If it's a tie, you're gonna see it. If you know, if a modification works, I'll tell you it works. If it doesn't work, I'll tell you it doesn't work. I'm not tied to anybody. I have 0 sponsorships, so I am not, you know, politely obliged to do a good review on anything that I buy. So you're gonna get my honest opinion. But back to, I want to go ahead and wrap this up. We're at, you know, 16, 17 minutes right now. I want to wrap this up. But love you guys. Appreciate you guys. You guys in the comments are awesome. Please keep the comments coming. I love them. I try and respond to each and every one. Even the responses to the comments, though they're a little harder to find sometimes, I do try and respond to each and every comment and each and every response to my response to a comment. But you know, sooner or later, I may get too big to do that. But right now, I still have the ability to do that. But love you guys. Appreciate you guys. If you're stopping in for the first time, hey, check out the rest of the channel. There's a lot of information on the channel, as well as races and the whole 9 yards. And if you like what's going on with the channel, do me those few things. Like, subscribe, smash the bell, shoot me a comment, share it on your social media. Get the channel out there. I definitely appreciate it. So that's it for this one, folks. Adios.